Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. This is the show where you come to get high vibe. You come to hear your next step in life, as well as build a plan so that you enjoy the journey towards the thing that you want. Hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm your host. I'm a law of attraction expert and intuitive channel and medium. And I always start the show with a general message so that for those of you who can't join live, you can come back and hear a message from spirit. But for those who can join live, I then dive into free mini reads afterwards. And I do this Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. After the 30-minute mark, that's when I do request a encouraged super chat of $20 if you want your reading done that day, or if not, come back the next day. And hi, looks like we got Soul Rebel here. It looks like we got Karina here. Good morning. But I do want to share, guys, today's show kind of has to be 30 minutes. I caught a little cold and my throat is just like it's a really slight cold. So I'm okay, guys. You guys are so sweet with all your care and concern. Oh my God, and Nadia made it back. Haven't seen you in like a week. So today's show is probably going to be just about 30 minutes. Yeah, I was at the gym and I walked right into someone's cough and I was like, "Oh man, that's like a 99% chance I'm going to get sick. At least it's a minor one." But so anyway, I want to make sure today's show is only 30 minutes so that because I want to make Gemini and Libra's zodiac video today. So I just got to make sure I just want to pace my throat and I want to make sure I could do tomorrow's show too. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for all the love and compassion. Oh, you've had a cold. Oh, that's right. You mentioned you were sick, but so are you still sick? It's been like a week. I'm a little worried. The lady at the gym, I like as soon as she coughed and I walked into it, I looked at her. She went, "Oh, sorry." I went, "No, that's okay. You couldn't have seen me walking." She went, "Oh, just so you know, it's been a low lingering cough for 5 weeks." I was like, "Fudge." I'm I'm young. I'm young. I eat my veggies. It's gonna be quick and sweet. Oh, 1.5 weeks. So sorry. I'm at least glad mine is it's so minor. All right, let me take a sip of my cacao latte and then let's get to the general message. But thanks for all the love, guys. I will never get sick of cacao lattes. Okay, let's get to the general. Many of you just aren't finding the better feeling thought. If you are walking into a wall this way and you're like, I want a different result, I want a different result. Universe, here's why all the reasons why I should have a different result. I try hard, I work hard. Sometimes you gotta look a different way to go, oh, there's a different way to walk. Now you're going towards your desire. You have to do that with your emotions and your vibrations. Come on, universe. I've been on the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. I'm getting closer and closer to my desired thing. That's doing this. I intend to go higher on this topic. I intend to have new thoughts. I intend to feel better about this. Inner being universe, can you please help guide my thoughts to these different thoughts that will help it come in? I intend to have better feeling thoughts around attracting love in my life. I intend to have better feeling thoughts about how to connect better with this person. That's the focus that gets it there. And then from there, to be in the receptive mode, step one, you got to do the ask. And we explain all of this in the Law of Attraction course we made with Kelly. Step one, you do the ask. Step two, we do our work. We send you the impulses, the rendezvous with people. Step three, you receive, and you're either receiving the end goal or you're receiving your next step. Step four, you're in the synchronistic flow, which is where you're ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive, as well as being calibrated to yourself instead of calibrated to others. Step five is what do you do in this vibrational contrast? How do you navigate it so that you get back into step one and step three and keep receiving? There is a step six, which is where you just embrace that there will always be contrast in in manifestations and you accept them I get that I'm always going to get scared of committing to a man and being with a life partner, and universe still show me how. And that's the point we want to talk to you guys about today. We gave you the I intend to go higher, I intend to feel better. Inner being universe, help me, guide me to feel better about this. Guide my eyes to things that just help my vibration go to the vibration they need to be to have this thing that I want. The other part, you being in receptive mode, can be show me how I can have XYZ. Show me how someone just like me can be on receiving that. Show me how someone just like me, given all of my past, the current skills, knowledge, and abilities that I do have, what I remember from school, someone just like me, exactly right where I'm at, show me how I can have that. Because then you're going from your head against the wall to I'm being shown how to do that. I'm being guided. I'm being guided. Did you hear, guys, how those are different thoughts? I'm being guided. From there, you've got to do the vibe work, but then you got to drop it and let it go. Just like when you go to the gym, you lift the weights, you drop the weights, and then you let your body take over. You let your body do the repair. You let the muscles repair. You let your body do its thing. You got to do your vibe work 10, 15, 30 minutes if you really want. 10 to 15 minutes truly is enough. And if you meditate, 1 to 2 minutes is enough. Kelly's favorite way right now is show me what it feels like to weigh in the 170s. And she'll just hold that feeling as long as she can. And sometimes when she's holding the feeling, she'll get a she'll get a little image and it'll be like, "Oh, that's what I'll be thinking. Oh, that's what will be easier for me." And then she'll go, "Show me what it feels like to have a thriving, financially successful business that pays all of my bills." She'll hold it as long as she can. "Show me what it feels like to be an amazing wife." She'll hold that as long as she can. And then she'll go, "Who has an amazing husband." She'll hold that and then go, "And show me what an amazing family life looks like." And then she'll drop it and let it go. Sometimes she'll do a meditation during the day, a couple times a week if she has time. But you got to drop it and let it go. And how you drop it and let it go is that you segment intend in law of attraction terms and psychology terms and childhood development. It's called transitions when you transition from one task to another. This is about your ability to focus. Many of you are at a path of gaining your ability to focus on the things that you do want and then gaining the ability to focus on them in an enjoyable way. I'm ready to be able to focus on the things that I do want. I'm ready to have the clarity to know what I want and then to be able to have focus on them, which means you're not scattered thinking about, well, maybe I want a lover. Maybe I want a husband. Well, if I can't get my husband right now, then I want a lover. Do you see how that's all split energy? And once I gain the ability to focus and know what I really want, I intend to feel good about it. Show me how I can feel enthusiastic about this topic. Show me how I can feel enthusiastic about the unfolding of the journey. A lot of you are simply having a hard time narrowing down your choices because you still like that kind of optimistic feel of, but I could do this, but I could do that, and this is possible. But guess what? If you're thinking about a lover, um, girls trips, you don't have the focus to focus in on a life partner who you could start a family with. Can you be it's going to be so good. God, when the youngest kid is 5 and we're going on road trips, that's going to be fun. When the youngest one is 3, oh, my husband and I, we're going to be able to take a breath of fresh air and start to have a little bit more me time. We'll trust the kids with babysitters. Won't it be so fun to have like Monday will be the day of what mom wants to eat, Tuesday will be what hubby wants to eat. Do you guys see how it's your lack of ability to focus on what it is you do want? That's what we want to talk to many of you about today. We could, of course, go on a general longer, but if people want to comment on the general or their personal question, it's going to help carry this vibe and this shift and this growth forward. And we just want to add in, guys, that we appreciate you guys coming as well. We know Kelly shares her appreciation, but we want to appreciate you guys too. You guys are the leading edge of creation. You guys are the hands in the clay. We're borrowing Esther's translation of Abraham, but you guys are the ones on the leading edge of growth and expansion. Many of us in source want to come down to earth, but we only want to come down when everything is much smoother, harmonious, and happy. So thank you for letting us be a guide for you guys. And with that, we open it to questions. Wow. Ugh, sinuses. Everybody likes to laugh. Thanks, Nadia. Happened to me at work. I was down for a week. Good morning. Conscious here, our moderator. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Let's work this algorithm. Let's get more people here. And we got 5 today. That's a good number for us. Look at us growing. Thank you, Kelly. You're welcome, Karina. I guess you like the curious and manifesting desires. Do we always project what we want, even if we are in low vibes some days? Yes. Oh, Karina, that is such a good question. So I'm trying to think what step this is. I'm trying because I break it down step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my course. I'm trying to think what step I explain this in the course. I don't remember, but I know the answer. So, when manifesting our desires, do we always project what we want, even if we're in low vibe some days? Yes, absolutely, yes. And also that you can manifest when you're low vibe. So I want to answer both of those questions. The reason why it's a yes, because there's you and you. A lot of this about is about the relationship between you and you. So there's the human you, right? The person who has the hands, we're the ego, we're the arms, we're the legs, we're the ones that take action. But then there's the inner you, your inner guidance you, your soul, your higher self. And law of attraction, we call it your inner being. And that's the part of you, that's the source part of you that focus to come down into the human body. That source part of you is within you. That's when, like, when whenever you get that aha moment, or you get that insight, or you get that little, oh my God, I should take this action. That's coming from your inner being. My course fully breaks it down. Is it ego? Is it my inner being? Um, but so when the human you is low vibe, you still have that source part of you that is positively focused on it. And it makes sense because when you're the human and like your inner being is like, let's go back to like caveman days. And you're like, universe, how do we stay warm? Poor throat. Oh my God. Mm. Universe, how do we stay warm? How can I stay warm on this planet? Because winter sucks. Your inner being will be, oh, we could get that wood and we could start a fire. Well, the human has to be the one to chop the wood. Do you think that that's fun, happy, joy, joy? Sometimes it's like, what the heck, universe? You told me to do this and I got a splinter. How can I do this without getting a splinter? Does that make sense? There's always contrast in manifestations. Can you gain the clarity of like, dude, that splinter sucked. Like, thank you for keeping me warm. How do we do this without splinters? Do you see how that's the leading edge of creation? That's what keeps like consciousness growing forward. Um, and so it's when you can be at a place of, okay, I accept that I don't like getting splinters. Accept that that doesn't feel good. Acceptance is vibe number 7. Karina, have you looked at the emotional guidance list at all? You could Google that. There's so many different images of it out there. When you're at 7 or up, and I explain this all in my course guides, when you're at 7 or up, you're in alignment. That's when you're manifesting rapidly like crazy. Number 7 is called contentment, but that's also like being at peace. Okay. If you're below that, it's technically considered low vibe. But what happens if you're low vibe and you're like, man, I'm really mad it didn't work out with that guy. I'm really sad it didn't work out with that guy. It seems so synchronistic. It seemed like enfolding. It was the first time I ever had enthusiasm going towards it. So I don't see why the universe would put him in front of me if he wasn't the one. You're low vibe, you're closed off. But as soon as you go, of course I feel sad. Accept that you feel that way. Of course I feel sad. Because when you're, I just feel so sad. I don't see it was so synchronistic. The universe can be sending you impulses, which it always is. Your inner being is always connected to source, always knowing your very next step to take. And sometimes your very next step, and this is what you need to hear, Karina, is to self soothe. You know what? I do feel sad. That was brutal. Let me go take a bath to just soothe myself. Let me do something relaxing. As soon as you go, okay, of course I feel sad, you self validate. It makes sense that I would feel sad. It did seem so synchronistic. That enthusiasm felt so good. So I get it. I'm just having like a bit of a wobble, a little low vibe. But anyone who had that happen to them would feel this way. So it's okay for me to be here. Now the universe can still send you some impulses. The first set of impulses will be ones that just soothe you to a higher vibration. People tend to really, really tailspin though when they're at the place of needing soothing. Like like I even recently I met a guy. I was like, "Oh, he's cute," and then it was like, "Oh, hey, I just got back with an ex." I was like, "Oh, okay." I immediately went and called a girlfriend, and she just like stayed on the phone with me, and I was just rambling. She's like, "Do you feel better?" I was like, "I do. Thank you so much." And she's like, "You're welcome." It wasn't. Most people will go to a I want a husband, I want a date, and you try to visualize it, and that's when you really kink off and you're downward spiraling. So, Karina, I think for you, it's really about am I in alignment? Am I out of alignment? If I'm out of alignment, that means my inner being is going to send me impulses for how to self soothe. Okay, so this is out of alignment and not accepting where you're at. When you're accepting, of course, I feel mad. That sucked that happened. Of course, I feel angry. They did me wrong. They cheated me. When you're in alignment 7 or up, oh god, you're like this in the universe, that's when you're just like on the roll receiving. Hey, Antoinette made it. And let me if you guys want that course, let me get you the link for that. And you have the option to buy it, do it yourself, because I know some people just like to buy the course and do it yourself. You also have the option to you also have the option to buy it with a mastermind and live calls with me. So that's cool. So let me go and read all of Karina's comments. I'm gonna focus and then I'll come back to the other people's comments. Yes, I have. I go in waves. Seems I can manifest texts and calls from people, but bigger things come in waves far in between. Yes, makes sense with acceptance. That can be hard at times. Okay, so Karina, I'm going to jump to the assumption that seems I can manifest text and calls from people, but not going out in person, are not actually like being on a date. So this is where it's got to be universe, and do it with me if you can right now. I don't know if you're at work. Show me what it feels like to be on a date with someone. Show me what it feels like to be on a date with someone. Hold that feeling. Show me what it feels like to be on a date. Show me what it feels like to be hugging someone who's genuinely interested in me. Show me what it feels like to be hugged by someone who's genuinely interested in me. I would say that that would be your next step for quite a while. Well, I don't mean quite a while, but some people it takes 2 weeks, some people it takes 2 days. Once that, right now, it felt like a glow. So that means that is your next step. Once that gets boring, then it will be show me what it feels like to be in a relationship. Show me what it feels like to be an amazing girlfriend. Show me what it feels like to have an amazing boyfriend in my life. It's really can you tell where you're at and take it one step at a time. Um, I'm gonna invest in that class information or site looks good. Oh, good. I always wonder if my oh, you know what I do have? If you guys want to meet your spirit guide, I have that as a freebie, and I'm working on a freebie. Let's see if I can get the I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes on my website, guys. I want to get you guys a free meditation to meet your spirit guide. Let's see if I got the link though. I don't know if I know that one I finished setting up last night. I also want to do a mini free guide on the oh yeah. Well, all right. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm not gonna since today's it's a shorter show. I'll get you the links for that free meditation tomorrow. Okay, so does that make sense, Karina? Right now it's just and okay, also I see your comment about making peace and it's like, wait, let me I should comment. Meet with your guide. Christmas is early. Okay, stay tuned tomorrow. I'll have all the links ready so I can just cut and copy them and it'll be easier. But let me Karina, you had another comment that I wanna get to. Yes, makes sense with acceptance. That can be hard at times. Okay, so guys, acceptance is not, I accept that they did me dirty. It's, I accept that that sucked, and I accept that I'm never going to be able to view that in a satisfying way. I accept that I'm always going to feel a bit of dissatisfaction around that, and I accept that that's the way it played out. I accept that that chapter of my life is over, and I accept that this is my new reality. And then the next step might be, and I accept that this new reality sucks right now. So let me focus on the new reality because I'd like my new reality to feel better. I accept that this is now where my focus is. It's not, I accept that I'm single and I don't like it. I accept that I made choices in the past that have led me to where I am today. I wish I had the awareness when I was younger that I had now, but I accept that I wanted different things when I was younger. I accept that now is the time for me to focus positively on relationships and move those vibrations up the emotional guidance list. I accept that that's now my current work right now. And I accept that this is my current reality. And I'm accepting this growing vibration within me to want more companionship, not just coworkers and coworker holiday events, but I accept that I'm now at a place of wanting more meaningful daily connection. Okay, does that make sense? And let me, yeah, okay, Karina, you got it. Okay, I think that's everything that I can teach you today. Let me go back now to read the other comments. I like that you said, show me what this looks like. Yeah, because now you're focused on show me what that looks like for me. That's utter self acceptance, guys. Show me what that looks like for me. Show me what it looks like for someone just like me to have that and experience that. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to have new thoughts. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to see the world in a different and new way. Definitely getting hit with financial challenges. I'm not understanding when I've been doing the work for years. What am I missing that I'll find through being stressed over money? Frustration. Okay, let me see. Soul, do you have any more comments? When you said acceptance yesterday, I've been chanting this morning on my way to work. Yes, I'm broke. Then I laugh even through the acknowledgement as a punch to my heart. Okay, but that's better than where you were because where you were suppressing it and ignoring it and not feeling it. Now you're feeling it. It sucks to be broke. That's the, yeah, I'm broke right now. It sucks. Oh my God. And I have a guide on that too. Soul. Okay. I hope I remember to get that one done tomorrow. Let me, I mean, I'll write this note, but I can't guarantee I'll do it. But if you remind me in the chat, spirit guide, LOA, um, and financial stress. I have a guide on that too. God, and I have a bundle I want to make too about manifesting when you're low vibe. Um, yes, I'm broke right now. Right now, I can't afford all the things I want to afford, and it really, really sucks. This pain in my heart just lets me know that I don't like this feeling. I really don't like it, and it sucks. I'm gonna make peace with the fact that my vibes around money hasn't changed yet, and I'm open to that changing. I'm open to it changing because I'm open to feeling something different around money. Soul for you, I could feel it in your vibrations. You feel greedy when you ask for more. You see how you're never going to get more money if you, I want more money, universe, look at me. I'm doing the visualization process. But if you have that belief system that like you're greedy and greedy is a bad little girl, you, ooh, does that make sense, Karina? And I'd love to have you in there when you could do it, soul. No, I'm here receiving your message. I hope you have a good day at work, Karina. No, I'm here receiving your messages. What? What does that mean? Does it make sense what I said though? Hey, is there anyone in the on the show in the chats today that older than 35? You got to be older than 35. And are you doing face yoga? Cuz I am. Look at that. It used to always be like this even when I wasn't smiling. But I used to be like this. Now that I've been doing face yoga, it's just a little bit down. So the goal is I want to do face yoga enough so I'm always conscious doing face yoga. Okay, that's exactly how it is. I don't know how to ask for anything I need. So what really, really sucks about my situation is that, and this is the emotional guidance list, guys. You want to look at that emotional guidance list and just identify where you're at. Right now, you're at powerless, which is the lowest vibe. But there's key in the, well, now I'm aware where I'm at, and this is the map. I just have to move up this emotional guidance list oh, to get what I want. And the worst part about this is that it sucks. I don't even know how to ask for things that I want. So I don't even know how to ask. I don't even know what to do. I don't like this feeling of this situation can't change. Let me pull up the list and I can just try to walk you up as much as I can right now. I do massages on my face at night and then use Kasha. Okay. Oh, dude, face yoga is a little bit different than those two. Um, Maybe I'll add those in. I want to start the red light therapy, and I've saw there's red light therapy and there's red laser light therapy. But okay. So it really, really sucks that I don't know how to ask for things in a way that will help let it in. This lets me know that I know that I'm the one holding myself back and I'm beating myself up for like, why can't I just allow good feeling things in? Okay, I get it. That means I feel unworthy. We just went from 22 to 21. That's the whole goal. Even though it might suck where your starting point is, guys, the sooner you get in the car and start driving, the sooner you're going to get there. This just lets me know that like I feel unworthy of feeling good right now and I feel unworthy of the knowledge of developing the skills that will help me earn more money. I feel guilt, which is what I said was in your vibration. Well, greedy, guilt, kind of similar vibes. I feel what I'm aware of now is that I feel greedy when I ask for more. So that means there's a part of me that must feel like a burden when I ask for anything above base level surviving. Okay, that sucks. That doesn't feel good. And there's a part of me that feels insecure about moving up this vibrational ladder because I know that I can at least survive and get my base core survival needs met. So I feel truly really scared and insecure about moving up because what if I fall on my face and fail and then I don't even get my base needs met? That would suck. And I feel scared of that happening. Now we're moving up to number 20, which is jealousy. And it might suck where you're at. Okay. I feel really jealous when I see these other people who let it in so easily. They're just like, just let the good life in. I'm on vacation with my kids. How do they let it in so well? How can they be enjoying the vacation with their kids, bringing a private nanny with them? Like, when I can't even allow myself to have enough money to buy myself a dress. Hate is 19. I hate the fact, so all of this, do you see how this is better than being powerless? I hate the fact that I can't see the world the way that they do it. And it enrages me that my boss just doesn't pay me more. Why doesn't he just see my worth? Oh, I get it. I have unworthiness. So if I don't feel worthy, how can he see me unworthy? Okay, that's a downward spiral. So I'm not going to go there. I just hate the fact that I can't feel worthy of better feeling things. And then there's revenge. This is where people tend to get caught and blaming their parents. Like, well, if my parents just did a better job raising me. Okay, but does that kind of process make sense? Soul, I've been using the wheel you attached in the live yesterday. Oh, that's right. Your message was yesterday is about identifying your emotions. Oh, soul, that's going to be key for you. Practice that identify your emotions thing. And then that's what moving up the emotional ladder will be easier. Because I felt into your vibes. I was able to move you up 4. I can't get you to 18, which is revenge. And guys, you don't have to stay at these emotions that long. And sometimes you'll be able to skip one. Most of the time, there's emotions at every level. Oh, I could feel the discouragement. I just feel discouraged about this path because I've been doing all this work and all this effort and it hasn't happened yet. Oh, and then in you, I feel I just blame how I was born and who I am because I feel inherently flawed. So I feel like no matter what I do, it will never be good enough. And I really, really worry. See, now we're at vibe 14. And I do want to let you know you have to do this every day. It's not like I do it once and now you're at 22 to 14. You're going to slip back down. So every day you want to move back up it. I actually just worry that any action I take is going to get me the result that I want. I kind of doubt that the actions I take are going to get me the results that I want. I feel disappointed that I don't have more confidence and more faith in myself, that I don't have that like confidence that I see those people who are on vacations with the nanny having. I feel overwhelmed. See, now we're at vibe number 11. This is how you guys just move up the ladder. I feel overwhelmed because I've just been doing so much work that it just feels like it's never gonna happen for me. Okay, do you understand? Does that process make sense? You describe my situation to a T. Well, I'm picking up on your vibes, soul. So when I say I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert, the intuitive part is I can feel your emotions. The difference between an empath and intuitive is an empath lets your emotions take over them. They're more calibrated to you than they are themselves. And intuitive is calibrated to themselves first, and then they could pick up your vibes. So all of that, I was picking up your vibes. So that's the intuitive part. When I say channel, you guys have seen me, I channel spirit guides. The medium is I can connect with crossed over loved ones. So by the way, guys, if you want a mediumship reading, if you want to connect with a crossed over loved one, just write me a comment, not in the live section, a comment after it's posted, and I'll get you the link to book a mediumship. The intuitive channel medium and law of attraction expert just means I have deep dived like 2,000 hours of law of attraction. I read numerous books from numerous peoples, different religions who teach law of attraction. I listen to Apex all the time. I talk to my own guides. I made a course with them. So it just also means like not only can I pick up your emotions where you're at, I also know how to move you up the emotional ladder so that you can actually get what you want. You even use some of my wording. Well, that one. Oh God, my sinuses, guys. Okay, does anyone have any last little teeny tiny question or a little comment they want to do before the show is over? The show will happen tomorrow. If you guys would like a recorded video, a live call, I have a law of attraction course and mastermind. I also have a reboot program, someone who's just you're out of alignment. You've been out of alignment for a long time, or something really big, bad, and scary happened, and you have no way how you're going to get back in alignment. Come spend 6 weeks with me. We'll get you back in alignment. Those are the offers I have available right now. So just write me a comment after I post this, and I'll get you the link to sign up with that. But again, I do this show Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, no more comments. All right, guys, beautiful show. Thank you for coming and tuning in, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.